Just kind of expanding on Adil's question. How is that a murid who is following a shaykh, submitting to the shaykh, serving the shaykh? How is that he blindsided that kufr is developing inside? And he's blindsided by it. He doesn't know it's developing. Because those people who Adil mentioned, the kufr didn't just start after the veiling of shaykh. It was hiding in there. So for a murid,
that's why we always say, how do you know that you are, let me put it simply, with the little knowledge that we have of tariqat, can we safely say that we are real Muslims? Can we? Can we sincerely say that we are real mu'mins? If that Ma'zuq who said to Sultan al-Awliya in front of the Kaaba, crazy person, spiritually crazy, saying to Shaykh Abdullah, Sultan al-Awliya, Shaykh, are you a Muslim? And Sultan says, my son, all these 60, 70 years, I have been asking myself that same question every single day. Am I a Muslim? Muslim is a person who submits. Have we submitted? To be objective, we haven't. So if you are sincere in this, if you are serious in this, and the Shaykh, in our way, we always remind you, we always remind ourselves, don't claim. You cannot claim we're Muslims, you cannot claim that we're mu'mins. We have to look at the enemies that is inside of us. And if we lose control of that car that we are driving, the car that we are driving properly for 40 years, one day we lose control and we kill someone. May Allah protect us and not test us with that. If a person does that, you think the judge is going to say, well, 40 years, you did good, you never did anything, so you should be let off the hook. You're still going to be punished for that, yes? So the whole point is what? Don't let go of that car, of that vehicle, of yourself. If you are sincere and you know that, then whatever whispers that comes to you, you're going to quickly deal with it. You see, a person comes, they may have certain things inside already. You understand? Certain things he's trying to keep. Of course, you have to deal with your own wrong things, with your own doubts, with your own kufr, let us say, with your own shaitan. You have to deal with that, yes? But then there are others outside too coming into you. Outside or experiences. So, this way it is us always to deal with that, to process that, to think that, to pull it out, to understand it, to get rid of it every day. If you're not doing that, number one, if you're not doing your homework, exam time comes, you will fail, definitely. Doesn't matter if you go to Princeton or Harvard or Oxford, the best school. You attend the lectures, but you don't do the homework. You don't study. You will fail. Now, what is that work? That work is inside. That work is to say, watch out for these signs that's coming from your inside. Watch out for these signs that's coming from the outside. Watch out. And the Shaykh knows. He's seeing it. And after a while, when it's necessary, everyone will know also. So everyone will also look with that same eye to say, watch out, you have this. But if that person looks down or looks away, doesn't want to engage, then it's finished, it's already done. Doesn't matter if that person is here 20 years or not. So, meaning, what does he do? He lets those things to bubble up or to come in. He puts it aside. He doesn't work on it. He doesn't ask. He doesn't do anything. He lets it there. It starts growing. Look, cancer happens, yes? Cancer can happen. May Allah not test us with that, no? Cancer happens, it can happen even to the healthiest of people, yes? Yet at the same time, they say if you try to lead a more healthy lifestyle, and then chances are you'll reduce the risk of cancer. For example, you don't smoke. It will greatly reduce the risk of lung cancer, for example. But then if you don't smoke, but then you live among smokers who are smoking 24 hours, it doesn't help, you understand? There are people who are like saying, oh, we don't have those wrong qualities inside of us, we don't have those fitna, but they're around people who make fitna. And then they open themselves up to fitna. They don't have anything wrong, any fitna with the share, but they listen to other people. It's like the person who is not smoking, completely healthy, pink lungs, but then he's sitting around with people who are smoking 24 hours. And you know secondhand smoking is worse because there's no filter. Now that one, very quickly, he's going to be poisoned. But the poison that is happening in tariqat, of course, the shaykh can see before it happens, and warning after warning after warning. So it's not just the person putting himself in that situation by his own will. By his own will. What? You in the middle, you nice pink lungs, and you live in the midst of secondhand smokers, you don't feel sick? Of course you feel sick. Yes? So what kind of a stubborn person, you feel sick and you're still saying, no, I'm not sick. No, it's okay. There are people that they're good, but they're around people who make fitna. You cannot say now, no, I'm okay. Something is going to happen to you. Now, if something is happening to you and you still deny everything, that means that in some ways you want to be there. Yes? You want to listen to that fitna. You like it. Then, is there any wonder why after that you go completely off? No. It is definitely what's going to happen. Now, whether that fitna is happening from outside people, or the fitna of your own ego inside. That's why you see sometimes people who are filled like that, we see, first thing, they cut off. Jamaat means you have to socialize. You cut off on socializing, you just stay by yourself. But it's not as if you're contributing, you do anything. You stay by yourself, you become more and more. We've seen that happening so many times. Yes? They refuse to. You see them always very dark, always looking down, always trying to pull themselves away. They are now in the sohbat of their own shaitans now, whispering, and they're listening to those whispers. Literally, I'm seeing that they're sitting and they're listening. We're talking to them, they're not listening. And zikr time, they're not listening to Allah, Allah, Allah. Sohbat time, they're not, but they're listening to their ego speaking to them. You see, he's doing that. You see, I can hear it. Well, we keep quiet, we pray, we say a little bit here and there. There's a certain amount of time we have to give them. After a while, we say we cannot do anything. Now it is up to you. So, you have nice, healthy lungs, you can be passing, smoke comes, you inhale a little bit, you get sick, you try to get medicine, you go to somewhere easy, somewhere nice, you try to do something. That is what I'm calling dealing with it, processing it, doing something. But then you pass by one time, you get sick, you don't say anything. Shaitan say, yeah, pass through again. You pass through again. And then before you know it, everything is already there. Even when you want to turn around, it's more difficult now. Now what are we going to do? What are we going to do now? Keeping it. But you see, this way also, you don't see me, Chef Andy, once a year, twice a year, not even once a month. You see us every day, especially when we are here. If I'm not here, at least you're going to see on broadcast, yes, live, at least twice a week, 3 times a week, or you can call. There's no reason now to say that we don't have contact with you. So that means that as much as you see, as much as we see you, we're warning you. We're saying something. How stubborn that one has to be to build up all those veils now between him and what is there. So he's keeping something, he's nursing it, he's making it to grow and grow and grow, and one day it's just going to take over. And then it's going to be the flip-flop. Because the still what can we do? After a while we say, then again, I'll leave you to your Lord. Because there are certain things now when people are leaving, there are certain things that they do or certain things they don't do. When, let's say, half of Arabia left, it's not half, majority of them, during Hazrat Abu Bakr's time, when they left the fold of Islam. It's not as if they left and they just want to do their own thing. They left and they wanted to attack and destroy Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. So when Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq went to war with them, it's not as if, oh, you don't believe me, I'm going to go to war with you. It's not just that, but because all those ones are coming around now to want to completely wipe out the Ahl Sunnat way. And that's when, in order to protect also, certain things have to be done. We're not doing nothing like that. People are threatening us during Shah in his time every day. We're seeing in our time every day also. Or cursing, saying we're going to destroy you, this, that, continuously. We don't say anything, we don't do anything. We're trying to protect ourselves here and there, but that's to be expected. And we are not the owners of this place. Allah is the owner, and He knows how to take care of it. So, this is the time, though, when there is power of haqq is not apparent. That's why we have zulm that is ruling, oppression that is ruling. But the time is up. It's coming to an end. Fatiha. Yes?
What you just said about those who left Islam in the time of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, there was also the group that claimed they were still Muslim.
No, of course.
And when they fought the war against Sayyidina Abu Bakr, their call to war was Ya Allah.
Right.
And the call of Sayyidina Abu Bakr and the Muslims was Ya Rasulullah.
Yes.
And it makes me think to how we're taught that the lowest level of hell is for the munafiqs, not the kafirs.
Yes.
So when you're saying that, I'm thinking that the worst group of those two, between the apostates and the munafiqs, are the munafiqs.
Yes.
That think they're still worshiping Allah, but they went against their Prophet ﷺ.
Right. Right.
And how dangerous that is.
It's very dangerous.
When you equate it to today.
Yes, it's very dangerous. So that's why it's so dangerous that we don't say it. We don't invoke it. It's danger that they are facing. It's not us that are facing, but we are afraid from that. They are not. So, as they like, as Shaf any likes, it doesn't matter. This way is not depending on me or you or anyone. It's depending on our Shah. And as he sees fit, inshallah, they belong to him too. What can we do? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Any other question? Anyone else? Okay. This much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq wa fatiha. Assalamu alaikum.